What's up, YouTube? Underworld6667 here, coming at you with a random duel video. Hopefully this goes really well for me. Welcome to Shadow Sky PH. You are going to be my first person that I'm going to duel on camera with this lovely deck that I've been using. So as you can tell, it's Dragon Plants, obviously. We are looking at a pretty decent hand, actually. So that's going to definitely be a good start, and we are even better. We're going to view, and we're going to stick a title into the hand. Now, we are looking at quite a bit of possibilities as far as what we can get. I would definitely suggest card troopering first before activating like a gold sarcophagus or anything like that. However, if you do have Sacred Sword, Sacred Sword is definitely the first card that you're going to be using. It thins out your deck, yes. But this is not meant to be. This will thin out your deck. This is meant to just ditch random things in the graveyard. This is meant to search out for a specific thing. So, you know, you definitely want to use your options wisely. Unfortunately, we just milled out a title. However, we did mill out both a Blaster and a Tempest, which is really great. So the last card in the combo, or, well, I guess you wouldn't even call it a combo, is of course the Redox into the grave, or into the remove from play, and the Redox to the hand. Now, one thing that you do want to mention, or do want to remember in this deck, is of course the Gold Sarcophagus, 2 turns. Do not forget the 2 turns, it's very important. You do not want to have yourself, technically this is a neg-1, but then you 1-for-1 right there. Yeah, it looks like we're going to be playing a very, very bad matchup. I'm guessing he's going to be playing an OTK kind of thing or an FTK kind of thing. Or Chain Burn. Chain Burn can be definitely a difficult thing to compete against. So, of course, he has protected himself. I'm just going to put the 1 there. From an attack, of course. We do want to put some more dragons in the graveyard, so we are definitely going to mill. Even though we can't do pretty much anything else beyond that. We are going to be trying to get out, of course, the Trap Stun, just in case this is a, you know, OTK deck or OTK type deck. We don't want to be stuck with doing nothing all day, right? I guess that should be about it. There's nothing much that I can actually pull off here. I've got no things in my extra deck to stop any battle or effect damage in here, as far as I know. I'm looking at it. Maybe, no, not really. Yeah, there's really no things to stop effect damage. That return from a different dimension could be the game winner here. It could really be the game winner. So, of course, we're going to use the effect to mill some more cards into the graveyard. We are also going to bring Redox to the hand. Oh, sorry. What else are we going to do? If he's going to be a dick face about this, we know he's playing Burn. I'm just going to say that right off the bat. We don't really have much of options. I mean, let's... even if we plussed at this point, it's not a really great option. So, we are going to, I guess, plus, and then we'll just discard the dragons afterwards, because we want to fill up our hands with as many good cards as possible. We have no titles, no thing. So we're just going to draw out, I guess, the Tempest into the hand. Now, once again, we have the return from the different dimension, so it's not important for us to completely game him at this point. What our main objectives will just be to do as much damage as possible in a short amount of time. Hopefully this will work. Simple 1900 attack. Thank you. And a 2800 attack. Now, of course, I don't understand what he is playing. It looks like it's going to be a burn type of deck. So we are going to take a huge 2800 to the face right there. Being that this is a potentially problem, I'm just trying to think if there's anything that we really want to do at this point. We're under max C, so I'm going to say no. We're going to end phase, and we are definitely going to just discard a Tempest to the graveyard, because it's not going to really help us. We don't want to mill at this point. Milling is not going to save us. Simple card D. Effect. KK. That's perfectly fine. And that'll end his turn. What do you mean, wait? So he's going to put this back in his hand because he's going to realize that he has to end his turn right away. Oh yeah, of course. I'll allow it to happen, even though he's a dick face. There's nothing really much you can do when it comes to these kind of people. It's just the way it works. Goodness gracious. We're going to definitely banish and banish for this lovely mug. We're also going to flip summon this to attack position. Going to banish some stuff. Once again, we're doing as much as possible to get as many monsters out on the field. Hopefully he does something to these monsters so we can clear up those back rows. We're going to Stardust him. We are also going to... Now we've used 2 of the effects. We still have a Tempest, and we still have a Tidal that have not been used yet. At this point, I don't see the Debris Dragon being any help. So we're going to go Debris, and why not the Red Ox for the Tempest. And I'm going to go with a Corsica and I guess Tidal for the Tidal, because I want to get as much damage onto this board as possible. Oops, that's not where I wanted to put it. Banish and special summon. So what I'm going to do at this point, we have more than enough on the field. I'm going to overlay this for Master Blades, because if he does target this for some reason, he will have no nothing left to do, per se. So we're going to battle phase this now and attack directly with that. So Book of Moon, he's going to Book of Moon Stardust. Okay, that's fine. That is fine. We're going to set that. So hopefully he's going to play a Mirror Force at this point. At which point, once again, it will clear the field, which is perfectly fine, which is exactly what we want it to happen. To grave, to grave, to grave. A simple draw. And we're going to activate Return from a Different Dimension for game. Thank you very much. Good game, sir. And that's what, 2,700? No, or 50. Wow, really? Yeah, of course, GG. All right. So there was game 1. Of course, we are playing a match, so we are going into game 2. I'm probably really muffled, as I just realized that we currently have the fan on. We are going to be siding in and siding out as much things as possible when it comes to pretty much attack stoppers or anything like that. So we're going to side that out. That's what the what the thing's going to call for, because I'm not really worried about him attacking me, obviously. So we're going to be putting in skill drains for those cards that have skills. We are starting off with a pretty decent hand. It's a pretty decent hand. We have to draw in a couple things, I must say, but it definitely is a possibility that we will win this game. So of course we're going to activate the Dragon Ravine. Dragon Ravine is the most broken card. Cool. Alright. You know, most people would turn off the fan, but not here. Not here. We are going to be putting in, I'm going to say, good plan would definitely be the Blaster of the Grave. We want to make sure that we're putting as much damage onto the potential board as possible. So we're going to set. And I think we are going to let it go for that point. And then next turn, of course, we're going to summon that Blaster. He's going to activate some sort of a trap card, which is perfectly fine because we're then going to trap stun him. He has now switched it over to, I guess, a hero kind of build. Very weird. It's perfectly fine by me. Don't get me wrong. So we're going to activate the Ravine again. Ravine. We're going to pop that Spore off to the graveyard, and we're going to view, and we are going to banish, I guess, a Tempest at this point. We have a Tempest in here already? No, that was a title, right? Yeah, that was a title. So we are going to put a Tempest into the graveyard. Once again, we have a huge monster coming out now. Blaster. We're going to banish, special summon into attack mode, and temp, and title effect, which is perfectly fine. So it's a very weird deck that this guy is playing. I don't know if this is going to give you a good example of what you can do, but let's face it, I mean, what we're doing right here, right now, is going to give you a good idea of what to do. Let's go with the simple battle phase, attack directly. Or, well, not attack directly. You know what I'm saying. Now, technically, we could use the sword right away. Banishing one of these, yes, you would not get the effect, but it is a 1-for-1, at which point we can then activate Return from a Different Dimension, which is a really, really powerful combo, or a combination of cards. We're going to just simply end phase that. If he does activate an effect, that is perfectly fine. We do have the skill drain on the field, at which point we're going to also end phase it, even if he doesn't activate a anything, which we are going to now. And once again, that opens up Blaster to staying on the field. Also, we're looking at back rows here. Let's say we do want to activate something. The trap stun is obviously going to be then chained into a Return from a Different Dimension. Once again, if you did watch previous episodes of things that we did record, like the profiles and stuff, you did notice you can do trap stun into return. Then they can't chain bottomless or anything like that to stop your actual summons. So that's a very, very powerful combo as well. Simple banishment, draw, and we're going to view for the title. To hand. Now, skill drain versus Stardust, I believe it works. Stardust Dragon, because it is a cost to send to the graveyard, it still can negate, and then the effect of negating resolves while he is in the graveyard, which means skill drain does not work against it. So, just to keep that in mind. I'm going to get rid of that back row. And last but not least, we are going to banish, because once again, we do have the Return from a Different Dimension, so we can activate when it comes down to it. Battle phase, simple attack, and we're going to chain, and we're going to chain, and that's going to bring out special summon, special summon, special summon. And even if he does have a Book of Moon, Scapegoat could be a problem. I'm not going to lie. Yep, and there's the GG. Thank you guys very much for watching. Thank you for the 35 extra points, Shadow Sky PH. And as always, don't make those binder blunders.